What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Happy Monday to you all. It is August 26, 2024. It is 6:47 p.m. Eastern time here. And this is, another live edition of Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network. I hope all of you had a wonderful weekend, whatever it is that you did. I hope you all enjoyed it, made the best of it. Yeah, man, August is about to be out of here. We're about to get into September, and honestly, I'm excited. I'm a little excited, for the fall season as we approach. I know early September is still summer, all right, but it's still, but in the morning is chilly, afternoon is warm, nighttime is chilly again. I love that kind of weather. I fucking love it. Holy shit. But what's going on, everyone? I hope all you had a wonderful day. As always, I am that guy that they love to call the vibe, or I'm just simply Steve. And this motherfucker right here, what's going on, bro?
What's going on?
What's going on, Walty? How you been?
Sure,
How you doing? How was your weekend, bro? How was your weekend?
How was my weekend? It's just chill. We watched All In Sunday, and ate dinner, and that was it. Now we're here to recap it. Back to the regular work week.
Yeah, back to the regular routine, and it was a fun show to say the least. But before we get into all that, before we get into the fisticuffs, the in and outs of AEW All In, if you will, right? Everything that went down, because there are a lot of stuff that went down on last night on the show. We gotta break some news here. We gotta break some news. Earlier today, the wrestling world, we lost former two-time WWE champion, multiple-time WCW champion, legend himself, the one, the only Sid Vicious. The news came today through his son's Facebook page. He died at age. He passed away at age 63 after a long battle with cancer. His son Gunnar posted this on Facebook, and quote, "I'm deeply saddened to share that my father, Sid Udy, has passed away after battling cancer for several years. He was a man of strength, kindness, and love, and his presence will be greatly missed. We appreciate your thoughts and prayers as we grieve his loss." So that happened today. The news came out that this happened, and it's very unfortunate. My thoughts, condolences go out to the family. Funny enough, I remember watching Sid. I know he did time in WCW as part of the Skyscrapers with Mean Mark, the Undertaker, and all that stuff at one point or another. Or was it? Yeah, he did time in WCW, early days in the NWA stuff. I know he went to WWE. This, Sid Justice, right? He had that program with Hulk Hogan, returned back, became WWE champion. That's what I remember, right? I remember him mostly from returning, right, in 91, costing Hogan the Rumble, right? And then after that, I know he was WWE champion, like I mentioned, right? So Survivor Series 96. He beat Shawn Michaels, literally had MSG, literally as they became a babyface in MSG. Like, I remember he hits the powerbomb on Shawn Michaels, and you see, like, there's a girl in the front row as the referee's counting 1, 2, and you hear as the referee count, but gonna go for 3, you hear her scream, "No!" And obviously Sid won, and just the whole place went crazy, and I know he did time back in WCW. I know he's not a Hall of Famer, but he should be. He should be. So I know he did time in WCW. There was that time where he messed up his leg and the whole thing, and I know it's a clip that you'll see a lot on Botchamania, right? I know he's done a lot of lines that are memorable for what they are and all that stuff, but yeah, man, I also know he came back in like 2012 to have that run with Heath Slater. Remember when they were having all the legends wrestle him and all that stuff? And yeah, bro. Any memorable thoughts that you have from Sid Justice, bro? Or you weren't
I
watching
was
that time?
definitely not around when Sid Justice was there,
Psycho
but
Sid,
obviously,
Vicious.
obviously, I know of him. With the history, like you said. I mean, to be WWE champion around that era, it wasn't that easy. So clearly, he was well appreciated, well liked. Um, but he's a legend, and it's kind of weird how he's not in the Hall of Fame. I am a little That's a little puzzling. Yeah, he's memorable for, like you said, the leg, the unfortunate broken leg, and the promos. But it's a good. I feel like the promo one, like that's like a funny moment. That's nothing to like. I feel like that favors him. Like we actually
Yeah,
enjoyed that mess up that he did. Like
exactly.
he's
Yes,
human after all. But yeah, rest in
exactly.
peace to Psycho Sid, whatever you want to call him.
Yes,
And thoughts with his family.
yes. So we got now. Let's move on. AEW All in London 2024 is officially in the books, and I love how just we're about to talk about it. We're joined here by a special guest, man. I can't
Oh
believe
boy.
it,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen. He is one of the investors here on ATP.
oh.
You guys love him. We love him here. I know at times it may seem we may poke fuck we might poke fun at him at times, but again, at the end of the day, we are a fan. At the end of the day, this guy, some would say, has changed the game, has given talent opportunity to hone their craft, give men and women employment, and for that we have to be thankful for. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only AEW CEO, Ring of Honor CEO, the Jaguars, Fulham FC. I know they had a win over the weekend against Leicester City, never a doubt.
Oh,
Ladies and
congrats.
gentlemen, the one, the only, the man, Mr. Tony Khan. Tony, good afternoon, good sir. How are
Good
you?
picture, Steve. Good picture.
All right, why are you guys making fun of me? I didn't even get to finish. I didn't even get to start talking, and you guys are making fun of
Well,
me.
you
This is weird.
wanted
I
to
was
This is
speak.
asking for a picture. No, we were asking for a picture. So,
I don't really need a picture. Steve, not that picture. Come on, man. I don't even know what I'm
good
drinking.
picture.
That night. There we go. Thank you. But anyways, just want to send my condolences to the Udi family. Very sad to lose a great professional wrestler like Sid Vicious. Very, very sad, and it makes you wonder how short life is and everything. And yeah, I was a little news that you want to hear after a big successful show that a two-time WrestleMania main eventer passed away. It really hurts the industry as a whole. But onwards and condolences to the family.
Cancer
Exactly. Thank you, Mr.
sucks.
Khan. But Mr. Khan, like I just said moments ago, well, I congratulate you, man. Yesterday was a huge success for AEW.
One of the best
Never,
shows ever. One of the best shows ever. It is a pound for pound. I'm just gonna say it. That was better than both nights of WrestleMania this year. And I did
Oh,
enjoy night one. I know a lot of people like to think that I just shit on Paul and his product, but I can give them credit when it's due. Night one was probably one of the best shows I've seen from them. But I think we have the two top shows with Revolution of this year's Sting's final match. That whole card was great, and then this show right here, and it was a phenomenal show. I felt it was one of the best shows that I had the privilege to produce and operate with all the talent backstage. So I really feel this was one of my best shows, Steve. I really think it was one of AEW's best shows, and I really do feel like the fans that went last night, they walked away with huge smiles on their face, and people watching at home, they said, "Wow, that was what professional wrestling should be." And we're going to use this momentum to keep, going to All Out and the rest of the year for AEW. We have a new AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Bryan Danielson. He is not retiring anytime soon, at least because he's the AEW champion. And then we also have uh, the TNT champion, the tag team champions, the Young Bucks, and Jack Perry. They both retained and they did a great job. In their matches, now Christian Cage, or as Nigel would say, Christiani Cage, um, he now has a guaranteed opportunity for the AEW World Championship, but it can happen anytime, anywhere. What a great casino gauntlet. We just signed Ricochet to a really good deal, and we have Ricochet now under. I mean, and Will Ospreay. What more can I say about him? Getting the voice actor that played his favorite video game character, Ezio Auditore, and it was really cool to see him in that moment. The return of Daniel Garcia. Yeah, you guys can shut down these rumors. Oh, he's gonna go to that other place. No, we're
Well,
keeping.
Mr. Khan, if I may, there's reports going out that his deal is up in October.
Yeah, but
So
if it can be
a lot can change. A lot can change. A lot can
okay,
happen.
well, there's reports that Kevin Steen
I was gonna get to
is
that.
saying that
I was gonna,
he has a contract
well,
coming up, but I know that if I contact him, he won't talk to me. He's not like the LBs, who are just
oh,
tampering and
oh.
stuff.
Well, yeah, of course, you did bring up, Kevin Owens now. His deal is coming short. We'll get this out of the way now. We'll talk about this real quick. So this past May, during an interview with the Metro UK, when he went, to promote Backlash 2024 in France, he noted that he had 9 months left on his WWE contract. Now he tells Sports Illustrated the takedown that there's less time now on the deal. We don't know how long it may be, but question is, Mr. Khan, how bad does he wants to be Kevin Steen again? That is the question. If
Well, if you add a guy who's main evented 2 WrestleManias in a row, one against a legend like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and one against one of the best tag teams of this generation in the Usos, you definitely want that guy on your roster. I don't care what company you are. Yeah, you can even be TNA and you can offer him some money. I don't know what they have, but you can offer them some money. You want a Kevin Owens on your roster. What's that? All that noise? It's like things are falling
Just the
at work.
kitchen. What do you
the
mean?
kitchen, Mr. Khan, we got Guillermo.
Oh, yeah, well, it looks like your kitchen staff is breaking plates, Steve. Like
No,
that's
no,
ridiculous.
Oh man, what a coincidence!
well, today's special is Oriental, so we got Guillermo working the walk station, and we got
Uh,
we got
you're hurting my
Jorge.
head. I don't want to hear kitchen talk. I want to talk about wrestling. I don't you don't even eat food. What this is called Steve's Kitchen. Just my pitch. I own a couple successful businesses myself. You should make a plate and eat that plate while talking about the show, and then show
I don't.
what you cook in the kitchen. Well, it's called Steve's Kitchen. Why is it called Steve's Kitchen? You're just talking. Yeah, when I go to a kitchen, there's not a lot of talking in the kitchen, Steve.
Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, some do
No,
chat.
no,
Some do chatter in the kitchen. Some do chatter in the
Steve,
kitchen.
I literally gave you $1 million idea, and you're throwing it away. I don't see Paul giving you these ideas.
You just never know. But again, Mr. Khan, another successful event last night. All roads lead to Chicago in a couple of weeks. What can fans expect going into All Out, Mr. Khan?
Well, if you loved All In, All Out is just going to be just as great, if not better than All In. That's the standard here in AEW. We don't settle like, oh, that was a great show. Let's run off all the numbers. Let's talk about what we did and forget about it. No, we keep moving on. We keep moving forward, and we focus on what matters the most, which is inside that ring. We only care about what's going on inside that ring, and the fans that support us and love it, they'll love it. And so All Out, it's been 2 weeks, but in those 2 weeks, a lot can change in the landscape of all elite wrestling. So I suggest you guys tune in and find out by watching Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision these next 2 weeks, because you never know, man.
Well, it may be true. We never know. But we just mentioned numbers. I mean, normally, we would hear, what will be. I'm surprised this year we didn't hear what was the attendance of the show. I'm surprised. Well, what happened, Mr. Khan?
We don't need to. We don't need to. That stuff is all just sprinkled on ice cream. Okay.
Sprinkled on ice cream. I mean,
Yes, we don't need to always talk about that. That's not important stuff. That's not important information. It's important information for people that like to act like they know what a business is being run like. But really, to be honest, you can talk about ticket sales and all that other stuff. But when you talk about quality of the matches, uh, we're winning that. We're winning that every day of the week. Like you weren't watching All In last night and saying, "Man, I'm bored." That show was one of the best shows ever.
You still need to ask the question. Like we need, it's always good to know attendance figures.
And
Like,
they can ask the question, and I'll give them the same response. Thanks for asking.
why didn't they ask last night? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, because Mr. Khan, why did you go off on the reporter yesterday for the FTW Championship comment when he wasn't telling a lie? I mean, to be fair, I'm not. Go on, Mr. Khan. What do you got to say about that?
Well, you know what, Steve? I know you guys are probably going to ask about that, but I'm not going to talk about it. It's in the past. I addressed what I said in the press conference. There's no reason to bring up old wounds and talk about that stuff. Why don't we talk about the great action that happened at All In? Like that is really what's most important here. Not about me yelling at a reporter or the ratings or the ticket sales or the merch sales. It's all about the action in AEW, and we had probably
Mr. Khan,
three matches, three
Mr. Khan,
match
you
of the
won't
year
believe
contenders,
this.
three match of the year contenders in one card. Who can say that?
What?
No, but that's a serious question with the not ratings because where's the new TV deal? I thought we were gonna have
We're
some
working
action.
on we're working on the deal. The deal is being working on. We wouldn't announce all these great events that we're going to be doing in 2025 if we didn't have a TV deal. Like 1+1 = 2, right? But for wrestling fans, sometimes they make 1+1 = 5. It makes no sense. Why would we announce Forbidden Door next year in London? Why would we announce Grand Slam Australia? Why would we announce a big All In show in Texas? What, do you have that graphic, Steve? You have that All In Texas graphic?
Wait. That was last Thursday on SAD, Mr. Khan. That was on SAD.
Wait, you don't keep the pictures? What, you guys have like a memory space issue?
And let's just say, once it's done, we move on. But you won't believe it, Mr. Khan. Chief, long
So wait,
time listener. Hold on, long time listener of the show.
You keep all these weird pictures of me, but you can't keep important graphics like All In Texas.
You know what? I'll
You know what?
to make Mr. Khan happy. Let's see if I let's see here.
I'm just saying if we're scheduling shows for 2025, maybe 1+1 = 2, guys. Maybe just maybe there is a TV deal.
I'm not saying there's not. I'm just curious why no one asked.
Why no one asked?
Because they want to ask about the wrestlers. They don't want to ask about that stuff. The people that come to
Well, why didn't they
AEW
ask about
media,
Ricochet? I'm so confused. Like, how long's his deal? What was the
they don't need to
plan?
know how long Ricochet's deal is. Ricochet is a valued member here in All Elite Wrestling, and that's all that matters, man.
Well, Mr. Khan, it's funny you mentioned this. So, Chief, this is what Chief right here. Look at you won't believe this. Great show yesterday, Mr. Khan. You knocked it out of the park. $50 well spent.
Thank you so much, Steve. That's the goal. I want you guys to get your money's worth. I want you guys to. Well, I'm kind of disappointed, Chief. You didn't buy the bundle. That we have a bundle. You got it all out and All In.
But Mr. Khan, again, you gotta appreciate that he took the time to spend his hard-earned money on All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah,
to be fair,
come on.
we did. I mean, to be fair, us here, we forked over the $84.99 for the combo.
And actually, Steve, you forget I'm an investor to around the point. Paul and I get your bills, brother. You can't lie to me. You did a VPN and you paid.
Oh, you did the VPN.
What are you
And
talking
you
about?
paid $34.99. I saw the transaction. Chase sent you money for the pay-per-view, and I was like, well, why he only sent him $20? And then afterwards, I checked the receipt. I checked the receipt. It was $34.99.
Well, Mr. Khan,
Well. What
Walter, help me out
happened?
here.
I thought you did pay the 85.
Well, it is what it is.
It was a VPN.
Peruvian VPN. Peruvian.
Oh,
It's
man.
Peruvian VPN. But nevertheless, Mr. Khan, again, I think everyone who was at the show went back home happy. When you agree, Mr. Khan.
What's up with that tarp meme?
Well, what do you mean, Tart? Well,
All
what do you
right,
mean?
all right. Well, this is another around the point. Let's ask Tony some questions that are not related to the show. Let's ask about stuff
But
that
Tarp
I
I
have a,
don't
happened.
want to talk.
I have a, okay. I have a question.
I don't want to talk about anything else. So, Steve, Walter, thank you so much
I
for
have a
having me
question.
on. You guys can review All In. I know you're gonna love talking about it and talk about all the things that are not related to the show, like Tarp and ticket sales and everything. We'll talk about the action, damn it. Talk
I have a
about the
question.
in-ring action.
I have a question, Mr. Khan. If you don't mind me asking, is that okay? Can I ask this one question?
That's fine, Steve. After this, I'm leaving because I'm not playing this game with you guys anymore.
Come on,
You
Tony.
know,
You don't got.
with the
You don't got.
you know, with the success
Hmm.
of All in One, All in London last year, All in London this year. How are we topping it in 2026? What's the plan?
Well, first off, Steve, we got to worry about 2025. You skip the whole
Well,
year.
well, you're
And we're
going back
going
to
back. We're
London.
coming back to London in 2025 for Forbidden Door. So what we're gonna do is keep doing what we keep doing, putting on the best wrestling matches. We're the best wrestle the best wrestle at All Elite Wrestling. They don't wrestle anywhere else. So we're gonna keep on putting on great shows, All Out, all these other shows. We're just gonna keep putting on great shows. And then when All in Texas is a success, we're gonna keep building that strong UK front. A good picture, man. Come on, Steve. When I'm talking, I just want a better pic. I like the last picture. You just go
Picture,
back to
Steve.
the other.
What's wrong with
Go
those
back to the.
glasses?
Just go back to the other pictures. Can you guys stop? Can you guys stop like poking fun at me and everything? Because I will cut the plug on you guys. I'm serious. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
come
take
on,
this shit no more.
Steve.
Wait a
Put
minute.
the good picture, man.
Yeah, okay. Well, what happened
But
yesterday,
no,
man?
no, 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 no. Let me finish. Let me finish. But yes, we're gonna keep building that UK fan base strong with Forbidden Door next year. Some New Japan talents are gonna be able to show what they got in London. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be one of the best shows. They're gonna. Steve, can you stop freaking talking when I'm trying to talk?
For
You
God
didn't
real.
damn!
mention your characters.
I'm trying to promote. I'm trying to promote what's coming up. You asked me a question, so if you ask a question, you don't give a response when I'm giving the response. You let me finish, and then you can say what you have to say. This is why you're like, what are we doing here? You know what? I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm not even gonna finish promoting my
No,
shit.
don't
Like,
leave yet.
no,
Come on,
no,
no.
I'm leaving. You guys have fun
What?
reviewing All In. You no,
Oh,
he really pissed me off there. Like, who
what?
asked the
Come on,
question
Steve.
and
What are
then
you
cuts me
doing?
off? That
Hey,
is very
listen.
rude.
You
No,
know
no,
what?
that is
Yeah, he know his
that
stuff.
is very rude.
I
Goodbye.
think deep down he's mad. I
Oh,
still kicked his ass in ATP game.
what?
That's what I
What are you
think. Deep
doing?
down, he's
Oh
still
my
mad.
god!
I kicked his ass in
Why? All right.
ATP game. He's still mad. It's okay, Mr. Khan. It's okay. He's still there?
Oh, he's gone, man. Come on.
He's gone. It's over. It's over. Okay. Hey, he's just mad. I kicked his ass. He doesn't want this smoke again. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that's long overdue.
1, 2, 3 in the middle, but that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, let's get into All In. Let's get into the show overall. Walter, how going into the show? What was your thoughts? And what was your thoughts once the show is said and done?
Well, going in, it looked pretty promising. I feel like the cards always look good on paper. -1, maybe 2 matches. It looked promising, and going out of it, I thought it hit a home run. Arguably, I don't know if it's recency bias. Probably not. I think it is better than last year's. But last year's does have nostalgia because it was the first time outside company Wembley Stadium, so that was monumental. But I feel like quality wise, like match quality wise, and more storytelling, I think. I mean, All In last year's main event was good storytelling as well. But I thought, as a whole, I feel like the show flowed better this year. And I think, yeah, this
Oh,
is easily their best pay per view this year.
look at this. Before we get into this, look, we're joined
What
now
what
by
happened? Oh,
another, ladies and gentlemen, our childhood, our favorite WWE Hall of Famer, the legend himself, the COO of WWE, the one, the only Mr. Triple H, Paul Levesque. Good sir, how are you?
Yes.
I think he's having audio issues right there, Mr. Levesque. Are you there? I think your microphone is muted. But
Sorry, Steve. Sorry, Steve. I was just talking to Chad Gable. I was vitalizing plans for Raw tonight. I actually got told by the assistant. She told me Tony was on, so I was going to talk to him about this whole Lucha Brothers shit. But I guess he threw a temper tantrum like he normally does. Crazy. Not surprised.
yeah, I think honestly, Mr. Levesque, if we're being honest here, I think he's still upset that I have a win over him on ATP Gaming at Restore the Feeling. I think he's still upset about that. Deep down.
No, that I totally forgot about that. But cool. Anyway,
I appreciate the honesty. Mr. Levesque.
But anyways, yeah, I mainly came on for that, but I do want to give flowers. I really enjoyed Bryan Danielson's last match, or wasn't his last match, it was retirement match, but very good stuff by that guy. We always loved Danielson. One of the best to ever do it. So yeah.
Yes, indeed it was. He had a very good match, a good showing. Let's just say, hey, he finally got they finally got him to win a championship. We'll get into that also in a little bit as
It was
well.
a great moment. I don't think it was better than 30, but
I don't think so
moment.
either. I think people are jumping the gun a little bit. If you may,
it's recency.
what was that, Walter? What?
Recency bias.
I guess so. But I think people need to pump the brakes a bit here. I think people need to understand. Bryan, was he really the underdog in this the whole time?
He was the favorite according to whatever betting sites you use.
I know that, but in the eyes of people,
You gotta be a stickler if you're betting on WWE or AEW. Like, who does that?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But anyways, yeah, Monday Night Raw is gonna be sick tonight. Got a IC title tournament. Uncle Howdy 1-on-1. Yeah, thank you, Sapet. You did my job. I guess I can leave now. I don't have to. I don't have to really promote anything. But anyways, yeah, Steve. I actually was sitting in my office and I thought of a crazy idea for Steve's Kitchen. Do you want to hear it?
Sure, I know, but the other investor gave an idea too. But let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I was thinking, what if you cook something and then you ate it while talking about it on the show? Doesn't that sound like a great idea? It sounds like a home run idea. Because what I want to do when I'm watching a podcast is listen to someone chewing on food. What an idiot!
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Tony's idea too. It's funny Tony brought that idea as well.
Yeah, I know. That's why I brought it up, Steve. The joke went over your head. What an idiot! That was the dumbest thing I ever. You know, I was listening. I was waiting to jump in, but he was getting upset for no reason. He really needs to control that, man.
I know, but
you guys need a one-on-one match for All in the Mud.
But anyways, I should let you guys go because Raw's going to be on soon, and you guys got to review All In, and we all know he loves putting on 24 matches on his card. So good luck, boys. But yeah, Steve, you should really take that idea. You should really take that idea to the next level where you're eating food so people can hear you chewing and all that other shit and stuff. What I will suggest though, Steve, is maybe instead of cooking real food, you just get like fake props from like Michael's or something, and you say, "Oh, this is what's on the menu today," and you can just reuse the props, like get like a for the fall time or something.
Like Chinese.
Yeah, just get some fake food or something. That's a better idea than making a whole plate and then okay, anyway, the next topic. What an idiot.
I hear you, Mr. Levesque. I hear, but nonetheless, I do also want to wish you nothing but success and luck. Next weekend, this coming weekend, Berlin, Germany, Bash in Berlin, should be a success.
Yeah, gonna be a great show.
And I think also No Mercy also happening too this weekend as well. You got 2 shows happening, huh?
Well, yeah, that's normally tradition, Steve. Come on, where you been?
Yeah, that's true.
You living under the rock like Patrick Starr?
No. Well, he was a cool one. Who know? Maybe he could have been. Maybe he'll be an ATP contender one day. We'll see. But nevertheless, Mr. Levesque, nothing but success, man. Nothing but success, and I cannot wait to
Yeah.
recap
All right,
tomorrow.
Steve. I have important things to do. Stop rambling. I'm leaving now. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, you should really take that idea to the next level, man. What an idiot, man.
Thank you, Mr. Levesque. There he goes. Okay. All righty. Now let's get into this. So I did show these photos moments ago. AEW made some announcements, right? They're gonna be going to Australia on February 15th, 2025 at Suncorp Stadium. That means that you have to, if you're on the East Coast, you're watching this shit at fucking 5 a.m, probably, like 9 times out of 10. So yeah, the stadium.
Is that what happened last time
with
the Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, the
I did not watch that live.
What live at 5 a.m. So this stadium holds up to 52,500. That's the capacity. And let's be honest, for what they did last night, they can pull it off. They can definitely pull it off.
Of course.
And of course, they announced that Forbidden Door will be happening on August 24th, 2025 in London.
Is that Sting?
Yeah, Sting's on the graphic. Yeah, Jericho, Sanada, Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa?
Athena?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sting?
Sure
loves going to London.
This guy loves going. We'll get into that too in a little bit. We'll get into all that stuff. But I thought overall, the show was okay.
Okay.
Nah, I take that back. I know he's watching.
What the hell?
I thought it was a good show. I enjoyed myself for what it was. No, we had a good time. We did a watch along on the True Heel Heat channel.
That's right.
That's always fun. I did not get to watch none of the pre-show or the 0 hour. I know that's my gimmick. That's my shtick here. I don't really watch the 0 hour, but to give you the quick results, what happened in 0 hour? Just to give you the quick results, real quick here. There were a shitload of tag team matches. A 16-man tag team match between Action Not Ready, Kip Sabian, Kyle Fletcher, Leo Rush, Rocky Romero, Tommy Billington, Top Flight versus Anthony Ogogo. Well, they got the win over the team of Anthony Ogogo, Ara Davari, Jay Lethal, Private Party, Satam Singh, and the Dark Order. Yeah, bro, a 16-man tag. Why? Let's just get everyone on the everyone who made the flight. Let's get them on the show, bro.
That's what I was saying. That's basically what it was.
Yes. Then you had a mixed tag team match with Tomohiro Ishii and Will Nightingale versus the team of Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway. Somewhere in this match, Stokely Hathaway hit a spine buster on Tomohiro Ishii, which he no-sold. Just like Swerve later on in the night. We'll get into that also. But also in the main event, you had Dustin Rhodes, Katsuyori Shibata, Sammy Guevara. By the way, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. And they joined the Von Erichs. So you put Dustin Rhodes with the Von Erichs, or Marshall Von Erich, and Ross Von Erich. They are the 6-man tag team champs of Ring of Honor. And they went up against the Cage of Agony of Bishop Khan, Brian Cage, Total Leona, and the Undisputed Kingdom. That's the whole fucking thing, huh? Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Yeah, bro.
Well,
that's to get everyone on the show. But the big thing that happened on the 0 hour, we got the return of Jamie Hayter.
Not Becky Lynch.
Not Becky Lynch. Not we got Becky Lynch at home, but we got Jamie Hayter. Good question, Chief. We have no idea. For all we know, it could be Wembley Arena. It could be O2. It could be, Wembley Stadium again. I don't think so. But
I don't think I'll do stadium.
I don't think so either. But that was the 0 hour. We got into. By the way, did you want to know, Walter? What did cage match? Tony loves cage match, right? You want to know what cage match gave the show?
Is it still like a 9?
9.28. Yes,
It
9.
was really pretty good. I mean, can't
Yeah,
complain about the rating.
it can't complain. Cannot complain at all. They started off with the trios 4-way ladder match. The House of Black versus Pac, Claudio, Wheeler Yuta versus the Bang Bang Gang and versus the Patriarchy. Honestly, I thought it was a solid, fun opener, right? A ladder match, get everyone excited. They play their entrances during the 0 hour. They were not fucking around here. So when the show started, it's like, it's like an episode of fucking Rampage. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you watch
come
Rampage and
on.
boom, they're right into the fucking action, right into the ring. No, welcome. No, it's just right into the fucking action. So that's what it fucking felt like, honestly. The show opening up with that again, just all the intros and shit. Like I mentioned before, I feel like an
This is
episode
the
of Rampage.
hashtag AEW Rampage after it. Like no one's watching that, dude.
Yeah.
Stop.
Come on.
But again, I thought overall it was a solid, fun opener, bro. Again, they're all gonna go crazy, right? The tables, bro, look terrible. The table spots look like they fucking hurt, bro. Legitimately looked like they fucking hurt, and they were no fun to go through. Mother Wayne did this one thing where she was on the apron. She was throwing hairspray at everyone, right? And I guess she was gonna throw the hairspray or spray, the whatever the fuck it was on the face of I believe it was Juice Robinson. And Juice Robinson had a chair that's a shield to block the whole thing, right? And then she got laid out or thrown out of she got thrown off the apron, some shit like that. So we gotta get Mother Wayne involved in some way, shape, or form, right? They ended up with Pac, Claudio, and Wheeler getting the win. Of course, you're not gonna have Pac losing his fucking country, right? Like, come on, we're not gonna have that. Of course, he's the one who climbed the ladder and retrieved the titles. Of course, it was him. Why? Who else would it not? Who else would it be? Your thoughts, Walty?
I agree. I think the right team went over. The match was good for what it was. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy, like not match of the night. It was like you said, I guess a way to just open the show, get things going. Um, yeah, and table spots are brutal. Not gonna lie, kind of some sloppy moments, but the right team at least went over. Guy's moment. I know it's supposed to be that triangle, but you know what? What's the case with that one? So yeah, it was a decent way to open the show.
I don't know. I know what's going on there, but I have no idea. I have no clue, brother, what's going on there. But
I guess not. Only Tony and Paul know. I guess.
Shout out to Nick Wayne. He went ball to the wall first stadium show. Yeah, he did. I mean,
I'm gonna take that brutal table spot. That's for sure.
Yeah, he was, bro. That shit was no bueno, bro. Those tables suck, bro. From there, we went on to another thing too that I did not like, bro. I did not like the pacing of this, bro. It's like everything just a rush, boom, 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 boom.
It was rushed. The match didn't really last that long, so
no, like in between the matches, in between, I was expecting like a segment, something.
You're telling me I can't even use the bathroom without missing an entrance?
For real,
I'm not saying to drag it out like WWE does, but
no, of course not. Don't drag it like WWE. Yeah. Don't drag the shit out like WWE. But at least like can you imagine like being in the stadium, bro, and like you want to go buy a beer?
Well, guess what? There was a match that they were able to do that for.
Oh,
not
yeah,
the one next, not the next match after that.
Like, let's say you want to buy a beer, you wanted to buy, I don't know what do they sell in Wembley? Like, do they sell hot dogs in Wembley? Do they sell fucking?
I don't know. Clearly, the food ain't that great, so
I don't know. Chicken tenders and shit. Like, I get chicken tenders and chips, please.
I don't want to know anything about British food. So.
Oh yeah, So we got Mariah May versus Timeless Tony Storm. I like Tony's entrance, sorta. Like she had so the thing was they had like this black and white portrait. It's the boss of Tony Storm, 1914 or 24, whatever it was. And that's all it was some cinematic music, right? But I wish there was more. You know what I mean? Like more to it. Like WWE. And I don't want this to be compared, but this is supposed to be their biggest show of the year. This is their WrestleMania. You go balls out with these entrances, bro. Especially with the character that is Timeless Tony Storm. Yes, they brought out Luther. The match itself was fine. I did not hate this match at all. I thought it was beautiful cinema, to be honest with you.
Best women's
Consider,
match of the night.
yeah, probably, yeah, for sure. Just sucked that it had to be on this spot of the show, but nevertheless,
You know why.
nevertheless, there was a spot that people were like, "What the fuck?" Mariah May slapping her own mother. That is some crazy. Like, how savage are you? Watch this. Boom. You know, and there was a moment where it looked like, Tony Storm was gonna, let her have it, like hit her with the shoe. I think it was with the belt. What either one of the two, right? So there's a moment where Mariah she was bleeding, by the way, right? She was trying to use the belt, but Luther, who was already laid out by Mariah May, grabbed the belt before her. And Tony, like I mentioned, was going to use the shoe, right? Like the fucking bloody shoe and shit, to lay out Mariah May. But she stopped. She was hesitant. She couldn't do it. And that is what cost her. That is what cost her at the end. And then what do you know? Mariah May took advantage, hit the Storm Zero for the win, and we have a new AEW Women's World Champion in Mariah May. Well, I'll see your thoughts.
Yeah, I thought this match was great. Actually, I actually enjoyed the match. It was a test for Mariah May to see how she hangs. With a big feature match like this. Tony Storm, she's professional. She's good at what she does. She made the best out of this match, and it looked like she was gonna win. I thought she would. She would. Like, I know she was the underdog, but I was like, you know what? They might go with Tony. But
I thought so too.
The way the story played out, I guess, made sense with the whole shoot thing. It felt like it made sense for Mariah to win at that moment, and I could see that they were planning this so long ahead. So this is what I like, because we always complain, "Oh, AEW don't got stories and stuff like that." Well, this is technically a story.
Oh,
I thought
it is for
it
sure.
played out really well, and the culmination of it, or maybe they'll have another match, who knows? But the culmination, at least for this moment, made sense. Even though Mariah May's the heel, it kind of worked in her favor. And yeah, let's see what she does now with this title reign.
Of course, I think overall it was a
Yeah.
given to also factor in that they're in England
And they're in London, yeah.
They're in London. They don't want to have their country people lose. If you notice, Pac was the one who climbed the ladder. Mariah May was the one who got the win here, and we'll get on also later on in the show. But I think I think honestly, do you run a rematch at all out? Possibly, it's very possible. Am I asking for it though? Not really.
They could just move on, honestly. I don't think they need another match. If they do, then just do it soon. Rather do it at All Out, Grand Slam, one of those two. Just don't drag it on that long.
Oh, of course. But then after this, we did get the FTW rules match between Chris Jericho and Hook for the FTW title. The crowd, honestly, dude, I'll be honest with you, bro. This was a bore. This, you know what? I know Chris Jericho. I know Chris Jericho calls himself the Learning Tree. I am the Learning Tree. Hi, guys. No, I think going forward, you guys need to start calling Chris Jericho the Bathroom Break. I am the Bathroom Break. That is what he is. And of course, bro, Fozzy performed, right? Because of course he wants to say that his band performed at Wembley Stadium. That's what this was.
Last year already.
He did it last year too. But again, you gotta understand, bro. Wembley Stadium is a very big fucking deal. I know at times we poke fun at AEW for what it is, but bro, you perform the Wembley Stadium. You know the old saying, right? If you can make it in New York, you can go anywhere, right? I know for a lot of people, MSG is the Mecca, right? But if we're talking stadiums, Wembley, bro. Wembley Stadium.
MetLife. Oh man,
Well, it's not the beautiful Santiago Bernabeu, but
MetLife.
but still, you get the gist though, bro. You perform at Wembley, bro. Oh, homie. But
It's not like Fosse's headlining. Come
I know
on,
it wasn't, but
they're
still.
not.
But again, the idea that hey, my band performed at Wembley
Fuck
2 years
out of
ago.
here. Wasted.
It's a plus. It's a wrestling show, but you also
Yeah,
get
and
a
everyone
free
went to the
bottle,
damn bathroom. That's what they did.
concessions,
Congrats.
bathrooms. You went to fucking smoke a cigarette. You know what I mean? Whatever the hell it was, and all that stuff. And I'll be honest, this match was There's a point of this match where Hook goes under the ring, and I think it was Hook who grabbed like the cricket paddle and said, hi, or was it said hi there, or whatever the fuck. Hook went, he grabbed like a paddle, and it had like hell.
Hi guys.
Hi
Hi
guys.
guys.
Hi guys. And then of course I think Jericho grabbed the bag, and it's supposed to be apples. People were calling it apples, but no, it was cricket. It was like the ball they used for cricket.
Yeah.
And again, there was a spot where Hook was supposed to drop Jericho on the balls, and he missed him. Need I say more? Like, this match was not. And again, it was just a one-sided beatdown, right? You had Big Bill outside. You had Brian Keith outside trying to lay out Hook as well. It's like, bro, you really need 3 guys to beat up this small, skinny kid. What are we doing? What the fuck is this? And all this led to one thing, bro. Taz was on commentary, who was not putting up with this shit no more. No more fucking around, right? And that's what this built up to. That was probably the most pop it got throughout this match was when Taz got up from his chair and hit the Taz mission on Brian Keith. Which, by the way, what are we doing, bro? Didn't even apply it right, dude. Like, come on, bro. Didn't even fucking apply the move right at all.
I mean,
Like,
there's a reason why he's not getting physical anymore.
There's a reason why. Now I see, bro. Now I see. Maybe Paul Heyman was right. Paul Heyman was right the whole time when he said what he said about him in 2001. Paul Heyman was right. But I digress. See what I did there? But I digress.
That's a...
But Hook is now once again the FTW champion. Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
3-time, man.
3-time. I'm sorry, bro. If I'm Hook, I'm counting these fucking days, bro.
Oh, not counting the days.
I'm counting these days, bro. Because I'm sorry. I said this before, and I'll say this again. What have they done with Hook? All right, you wrestled Chris Jericho in 2024. So what? So did Tommy Billington. Was it last week on Collision? Or was it Dynamite? My bad. It was last week on Dynamite. What did that do for him? Is that going to increase his booking? No, it's not. No one gives a fuck. Nothing against Jericho, but it's like, bro.
Well, Action, I'm not ready.
Okay, perfect example. Thank you. Action, not ready. So look at him. People thought, I'll never forget this, bro. But when he beat Jericho, everyone was on this dude's dick. Oh, yo, he's going to be a star, man. Jericho still got it, yo. Jericho made a new star in Action and Andretti. And what happened? What happened? Where is he at now? On the fucking pre-show at All In a fucking clusterfuck 16-man tag that no one gives a fuck about. Oh, wait.
Can't forget Ricky Starks. He was in that Jericho Vortex for a little bit.
Hey, look at him now. He's about to make his debut on a Tuesday.
He's counting the days for sure.
So if I'm Hook, bro, listen, man, milk this shit as long as you can, bro. When your deal is up, be like, Dad, listen, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I'm going to Tuesday. I'm going to the Tuesday show. What you want me to? What you want me to fucking wrestle? Listen, bro. Him and what's this dude's name? Oh my goodness, him and Action? We're gonna kill it, bro.
Oh.
Him and Nathan Frazier, they're about to have the feud, bro. It's over, yo. I'm calling it now. But still, like he just he has. I'm sorry, since 2001, he's not gotten any better. He sucks on the mic. He even sucks with talking to media. If you saw the
that's
media
the thing. He shouldn't be talking, period, if that's not his...
They didn't prep him. They didn't they need to prepare people. Like, You gotta realize one thing. I don't want this to come off like, oh, we're dick riding on WWE, because we're not. But there's a reason why WWE preps their talent into PC. It's not just for in-ring. They prep them for so much shit, bro. Not just in-ring. They prep them for how to handle media and how to operate their own social media. Look at Ricochet now, which we'll get into in just a second. We'll get into that. But still, honestly, bro, if I'm him, bro, count these days, bro, and then get the fuck up out of there. Anything else you want to add to this, bro?
Yeah, like you just said, long story short, match sucked. It was bound to happen. Wasn't excited before, was excited after. Yeah, Hook gets a big win, sorta ish. He already beat Jericho, so it's like, what next? Don't care. I mean, this was just
No one cares,
whatever.
bro. No one cares.
No one cares. Don't care.
Watch, bro. Watch this when the learning tree ends, bro. Watch, bro. Brian Keith, you think he's gonna be elevated? No. You think Big Bill gonna be fucking elevated? Fuck no, bro.
It
People
made
don't
them look
even-
like chumps. It made them look like chumps at
Bro.
the end of it. You lost to a little scrawny kid.
Yeah, bro.
All three of them look bad.
Yeah, bro. All three of them look bad, bro. It looked terrible. But I digress. Move on here. Let's move on. We go on to the three-way ladder match between FTR, the Young Bucks, and the Acclaim. Listen, I did not need to watch this match to know that the Young Bucks were gonna win. They played the hits. That's it. They fucking played the hits. No one wanted to. Again, the match was fine for what they were able to do. Despite the internet not looking forward to the match, let's be honest, Young Bucks winning was best case scenario.
Yeah, the match was good.
And love Big Bill. Yeah, in the
of
UK they
course
do. But in the States, no one gives a fuck.
They don't care. Yeah, I mean that. I mean, 5 p.m. Eastern. But I thought the match was good. Like you said, no one cared for the like. We're tired of the same repetitive stuff. We don't need to see like a variation of these three teams every time. But it happens. They did what they had to do. At the end, it made sense for the Young Bucks to still retain. Not, people may not be a fan, whatever, but it doesn't make sense for Acclaimed or FTR to have it. Why? And I guess the post match stuff, Grizzly Young Veterans, cool, new team on the rise, but
JYV, baby, they showed up.
We'll see. They need to improve that tag division for sure. So
and they attacked FTR.
Yeah, it's a nice collision feud.
Nice collision. That's collision. It's gonna be they're gonna kill it on Saturday night. Let me tell you that right now, bro. They're gonna kill it on Saturday nights.
Hashtag AEW collision Saturday. Ain't nobody watching that. Come on.
No one's watching. You know what's crazy, bro? They were in England, right? And no one made noise, bro. Did you notice that?
What do you mean?
JYV came out there. No one gave a fuck. Like,
who had a bigger pop, them or Saraya? I almost said Paige.
Honestly. Oh man, honestly, bro.
Between those two.
No, bro. I have no idea. Anyway,
I know you're trying to find a clip, but
it's all
yeah,
good.
right. The Grizzly Young Veterans. That's kind of that's not great that they didn't get a pop. Because anywhere else, I'm not sure if they'll get a pop either. So
yeah. So let's move on here. So after this, we did get the gauntlet match, the Casino Gauntlet. The winner will get a shot at the AEW World Title whenever they choose. And I love this actually. I love this. It's not like a rumble, right? Like you have entrances here and there, right? That'll show up at intervals and stuff. But some of the surprise, and so Orange Cassidy was number one, and they gave him like a Mr. Bean theme, like entrance, right? When he fell from the sky and shit, right? Very Mr. Bean like, right? Number two was Kazuchika Okada. Yeah, bro, because what way to showcase Okada, bro. Big sign. Remember when he signed, bro? Big signing. Don't get me wrong, they're doing good with him. They are. But you would have thought, hey, it's a stadium show, your biggest show of the year. You're WrestleMania, right? Let's get him a match. I don't know. Maybe him and Claudia could have ran it in the stadium, but still, I digress. He was number 2, and then number 3 showed up, bro. Nigel McGuinness, and I marked out, bro. I was happy as shit, bro. I was happy. It's funny because the joke is that Mariah May kissed Nigel and it restored his wrestling career and shit. But listen, Nigel hasn't wrestled in since 2012, I think it was 2012, 2011. Been so long, bro. If you guys have not watched his documentary, The Last of McGuinness, it's online somewhere. You should go back and watch it. But to think where his career was and all the stuff that he had to go through, and now he had his moment in Wembley, bro. So good for him, bro. I think this is it. I don't think really he's gonna go full time with this. I mean, he could. He has to run it.
Anyone clamoring for it though?
I would not mind it. You know what, bro? If you want to just keep that in Ring of Honor, bro, by all means, bro. I would
He's
not
not
have a
coming
problem
back for Ring of Honor.
Using hashtag watch Ring of Honor. No one's watching that. Come on, guys.
I mean, if he does want to come back, hopefully, he'll eliminate more rust. Yeah, because it wasn't pretty, but it was still nice to see him back.
Bro, he had a Tower of London, bro. The Tower,
That's
the
true.
fuck, he had the Tower of London, bro. He did that move where he goes to the middle rope, does the thing where he falls, he does a lariat, bro, the jawbreaker lariat, dude, bro. Good, it was good to see, bro. Again, you also had surprises as Zack Sabre Jr. Obviously, the factor he won the G1. And I love how they're now. I know on Rev Pro the day before he did an indie show, right? For Rev Pro, they announced him as the first UK wrestler to win the G1, which is like, a big fucking deal when you think about it and all that stuff. They also had a surprise, also Ricochet. You knew it was coming, as predicted. Ricochet made a surprise here and got a big pop, bro. Got a big pop. Looked good out there, restored himself, right? People, remember the last time we saw him, he was being laid out by my guy, Braun Breaker. So, there's that. And the graphic was out there. He's officially all elite. Signed a multi-year deal. We talked about this last week during predictions as well and all that stuff. So, it was out there already. He's signed the new deal, the multi-year deal.
Hopefully it works out for him. Yeah.
I do think though, I know everyone's talking about the Will Ospreay match. Oh my god, it's gonna happen. I say yes, but you know what? You do that at Arthur Ashe. I think you save it for Arthur Ashe.
Wherever. I mean, that would make more sense.
This guy's like, whatever.
No, wherever. I said wherever, not whatever. I said wherever. Wherever. It's gonna. Arthur Ashe would make most sense since you always have that nice opening match, and definitely would be an opener.
Yeah, Ricochet tried to bet on himself. I agree with that, Kevin. I agree. Tony Khan really wants Okada versus Omega at All In. Maybe he gets it in 2025 in Texas, bro. May not be
supposed to be this year, but
yeah, everything was going good, bro, up until the end.
Oh man!
So the last entrant, so not even that, because they didn't even tell the numbers. They just had people come out, So Christian Cage comes out. And remember, Christian Cage was in a ladder match. So he's out there, he's limping and shit, licking his wounds, and he's out there, and the next thing you see is the next entrant is Luchasaurus. And everyone's like, oh my god, he's gonna turn on him? Is this it? And he teases it. He fucking teases it. And then he lays out fucking Kyle O'Reilly. And then he lays Christian on top of him for the 1, 2, 3. Not the right decision. Because I'm sorry, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
I want to see how it plays out still.
Me too. I'm curious to see how this plays out, but then you see Hangman just looking at mad, it's like when Shawn got eliminated from the Rumble in 2010, and he realized that he can't face Undertaker no more, but he found a way anyway.
Well, now he's gonna find a way. Yeah, you don't need this now. Hammond doesn't need his world title opportunities anymore. He'll find a way to get swerved now.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, the winner it fell flat. That was a flat finish. Even though we'll see how it plays out, but it still fell flat. Like the match was going great. It was actually one of my highlights until that end. The end did leave a little weird taste in my mouth. But yeah, it was great. Other than that, it's a nice concept. Hopefully next time we'll get like a nice proper finish. So,
Like it wasn't a bad match. Like it wasn't a
no, it
bad match
wasn't.
or anything, but just that ending just fucked the whole
Yeah.
thing up, bro. Left the bad taste in everyone's mouth. And yeah. Let's move on here, shall we? We then had the Will Ospreay versus MJF match. MJF walked out, bro, and I ain't gonna lie to you. A part of me thought, okay, we're talking Colby Covington here, like he did for that UFC pay-per-view a couple months ago when he fought Leon Edwards, American Patriot, right? Dude came out to looking like Apollo Creed, bro. Rocky Four style, and had the trunks of Lex Luger 1994. America, bro. Obviously, Will Ospreay had a great entrance too. I think it was announced that he's sponsored by Assassin's Creed. He's an official sponsor from Assassin's Creed, so good for him.
They got some sponsorship on the entrance.
Yeah, good for him, bro. Good for him. And I thought the match was pretty good for what it was. It's a good back and forth. There's a moment here where the ref it's crazy because like they're all going at it, right? They do they do like the os cutter on the outside on the apron and shit, and it looked like it fucking hurt, bro.
Of course.
You know, so all the stuff that went down in this match, and then eventually near the end, like the referee, you know, there was a ref bump, right? And it looked like there was a report also early in the day that that MJF lost the diamond ring. He lost it, right? It was stolen and shit, right? But you knew it was a fucking lie. You knew it was a lie. And what do you know, bro? He pulls it out from his trunks, and a masked individual shows up, and it turns out to be Daniel Garcia, shaved head and everything, right? To stop him. And then this led to Ospreay to get the advantage. He finally hits that Tiger Driver on MJF for the 1-2-3. And he is the new international champion because they're going to present him the American Championship. And Christopher Daniels shows up and presents him the international championship. So, your thoughts, Walter, on the match?
Yeah, I thought these two had one of the best matches of the night for sure. I'm not gonna compare it to their last match. Kind of it's weird to compare. Uh, but still, they did their thing. MJF did great actually with the gimmick and everything just played out well. So these two definitely have good chemistry with each other. We thought it might be the same shenanigans of MJF's nonsense heel tactics. We were wondering how is Osprey going to overcome all that. And of course, a person who is looking for his revenge on MJF came out, Daniel Garcia, which makes sense because he did get taken out. And we should have expected that, but we heard the whole contract stuff, and so we didn't know if he was really going to show up. But he showed up, and Will Ospreay finally did the Tiger Driver. This is what we were waiting. The big moment. He finally did it. I think
Pull the trigger, man.
no one felt sad that MJF took that damn move, and I thought that was a nice way to end that match. And I'm pretty sure this is the end for now.
I hope so.
Between these two, because they busted their ass on the first match, and now this match they killed it. Yeah, it was a great match. It ended up being what's next? Osprey, Ricochet, most likely.
All out. Not even all out. I mean, the only
All out or Grand Slam.
He might do all out because again, you also got to factor in too. You have all out to sell, and we don't know what the matches are. There's no matches now, so for all we know, bro, they might just do that for all out.
I mean, if Ricochet's facing Kyle Fletcher soon, then
again, bro. Here. Welcome to AEW, buddy.
Here's Kyle Fletcher
in the mud, bro. And... or maybe Pat. Well, yeah, that is true. Thank you, Chris.
Oh yeah, Pac has to face Osprey.
Yeah, so Pac and Osprey, they're gonna.
Oh, so you might get your wish, Ricochet and Osprey Grand Slam.
Might be, very well might be, bro. Well, they wasn't able to be there
They
for.
need to sell tickets.
Hey, bro, Walters, don't worry, bro. The way this is going, bro. A week before the show,
Oh
man.
no!
All
Don't
tickets
do this.
$35.95 on sale,
Come
bro.
on, man.
$35.95, bro. On sale now. Get yours now. Enjoy it now because it might be the last
Might be the
Grand
last,
Slam
right?
at Arthur Ashe because they're going to Australia, down under. So we'll see. Then we got Mercedes Moné versus Britt Baker for the TBS title. I thought Mercedes' entrance was good. That's where all the budget went to, right?
No.
Listen.
Oh boy.
I thought on paper you would have told me, yo, they're gonna kill it, right? Like, remember when she won the title from Stephanie Vaquer, right? At Forbidden Door.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thought, oh my God, what's next? And out came Britt Baker, right? Or was it Double or Nothing? It was Double or Nothing. I'm sorry. It was Double or Nothing where
She won the title. Yes.
Forbidden
It was
Door
Double or
when
Nothing.
she
The Stephanie McCurr match is Forbidden Door. Yeah.
Forbidden Door. So after that, Britt Baker came out, remember? And they had that stare off, and everyone thought at that moment, oh, they're gonna go out there, they're gonna kill it, right? How can this go wrong? And then the build happened and the story. I mean, I thought the promo from last Wednesday was good. The match itself, I just wasn't feeling it, bro. They tried. But Britt Baker just felt like someone else after losing to Mercedes Moné. She's just another person on the roster to Mercedes Moné.
Oh, come on.
I mean, where's the lie, bro? Where's the lie?
I mean, this is the problem. Like, I like Britt personally, but her promo skills definitely exceed her in-ring skills. That's always been the case, honestly. So I was very intrigued to see how this would go. Mercedes has to be the ring general, no pun intended, in terms of this match. They tried. It got better near the end, but definitely not the strongest part of the show at all. But they did try. Britt coming back, maybe she should have had a couple more matches in her. But it is what it is. I'll give them a B plus for effort. Match itself it was decent. I'll give it a decent grade because they pick up at the end.
They did.
Yeah, it could have been much more.
There's that spot where Britt countered like the body slam and shit off the top turnbuckle.
It looked sloppy at first, but then look at the replay, it looked a little better. So I'll give her that. That was her best spot.
Kevin Reister, this is why don't be hype about a match. You're going to be disappointed. This match in WrestleMania 34 of AJ Styles versus Nakamura. Yeah.
That was a bigger disappointment. AJ Nakamura, that should have been way better.
Yeah,
Mercedes, there was no doubt. Obviously, she was gonna win. The only thing we wanted to know is how she was gonna win, and she did that ugly finisher.
The moneymaker, yeah. Come on, bro.
There you go. What's next for her? I don't know.
Well, she's gonna be wrestling, I think, in that New Japan Capital Punishment show. I think she defended the New Japan Strong Women's title there, but outside of that, I have no idea. Who's next? Well, Jamie Hayter, I would say, right? Jamie Hayter's back, and maybe her versus Mercedes.
Options. She can go back for the title or go for the TBS title.
It's there, so we'll see. After this, we did get the coffin match: Jack Perry versus Darby Allin. This was a one-sided beatdown. Complete one-sided beatdown. Darby had like no offense. The guy, who's challenging for the world title at Grand Slam, by the way, that Darby Allin, no offense whatsoever. The same one who tried to light Jack Perry on fire. Remember at the Blood and Guts match? No offense at all. Barely any offense. And obviously forgettable. And obviously until the end of it, after the match was over, like the Young Bucks show up and they're about to light Darby in the coffin, and then the lights go out and Sting shows up, bro. The fucking Metallica. Tony was fucking over the money, brother. He was fucking over the money on this shit tonight, last night, and he made the save. So there was that, bro. I mean, what does this mean? This thing, you gotta come out of retirement. You have one badass match left in him. I don't know.
His new hairstyle.
Yeah, bro. Hey, yeah, man. Elaborate that, Walter. Elaborate a little more on that.
Oh no, I'm not. No, it was great. Great to
Okay.
see him. Nice hair he has going on there. But nonetheless, it was great to see Sting. Obviously, he clearly is going to show up every now and then, especially for All In. Made sense. He's retired, but I guess he can still show up to stuff like this.
Yes.
So it kind of made up to what a forgettable coffee match that was. So
Yes.
at least that happened.
And then we got the main event, bro. Bryan Danielson versus Swerve Strickland. They played Final Countdown in Wembley. It looked nice, even though there's streamers from the MJF entrance that were floating around and shit. This was probably the match of the night. A very good psychologically speaking, a good competitive match. There's good in-ring psychology here. Obviously you had Brie Bryan, right? That's what they're calling her now, right? Brie Bella, whatever you want to call her, with the kids sitting in the front row to watch the match. I loved how Swerve was trying to get the heat by heckling, Brian's kids. I'm gonna do you this favor. I'm about to retire your daddy. Brian bled because, well, of course, he loves to bleed, right? And then Brian caught his momentum again. He found motivation by watching his kids as Swerve was just hitting him with these kicks and all that shit, right? The road call, what they're calling it, right? The kick that he does, the house
Okay.
call, the road kick.
Oh, Swerve's.
Yeah, the kick.
Swerve's kicks, the house calls.
The house calls. Yeah, the house calls. And this inspired us. This Brian got rejuvenated. Is like, he got adrenaline going. He started laying offense on Swerve. The kicks to the head, just the Busaiku knee. Then he had another one where Swerve no sold him at all. I did not like that. That's just me, of course. It's like, bro, you just no sold the Busaiku knee at all.
Gonna happen. It's like when Omega and Osprey had their match Forbidden Door.
I guess.
And what? Oh, who no sold? I think Osprey no sold the One Winged Angel, something like that.
So then Brian hits he again, they're going at it, and then Hangman Page comes out, bro. Hangman Page comes out, and I'm like, all right, what's going on here? What's happening here, right? And this causes Swerve to get a distraction. I'm happy it did not end this way. Brian hit the Busaiku knee. We got the near fall. I thought, oh no, this is not how we're ending this shit. Hell fucking no. But for Hangman, it's like, yeah, bro, I'm taking everything away from you. Right? I'm gonna burn everything from him, right? From Swerve. That even means the world title. Even though if he can't beat him, he'll find a way to fuck him over. And then Brian hits the labella lock eventually. And eventually Swerve taps out. And Brian has his moment. Everyone's celebrating, and they bring out the Blackpool Combat Club. They bring out Claudia. They bring out Wheeler Yuta. They bring out Pac for whatever reason, right?
Hey, man, it's part of the club now.
Part of the club. They part of the family, Where'd you hear that one before? And that's how they close the show, bro. Like, so rushed.
They had to. They can't go over 4 hours.
I get that too. This is what, again, maybe once they land on their own streaming deal, maybe they can. But
I wouldn't want them to anyway, but I guess, yeah.
But again, you got to remember, bro, this is the WrestleMania, bro.
Yeah, okay, I'll let that slide. Yeah, because you want Brian's celebration to.
It's like, bro, when Cody won the title at Mania, bro, remember he had remember the family showed up and the
10-minute celebration.
Yeah, so it's like you want Brian to have this moment, like even though he didn't want to, but I think at the end of the day it makes sense because again, depending how you view this, AEW right now they're not going through a good time. I don't care how you view this. Again, you can be the biggest fan in the world, all the fuck you want. You can say again, they're right now not going through a good moment. So by putting the belt on someone that people know, people recognize, it's going to get people to tune in. The belt on Bryan Danielson. People know him as Daniel Bryan. The casuals do, right? Like my godson, right? Doesn't know him as Bryan Danielson. He calls him still Daniel Bryan.
What? Come on.
just can't. He can't help it. He
Same
can't help
thing.
it. Like I told him, yeah, bro. Daniel Bryan's in the main event against the guy from Hit Row.
Who?
What? No
Hit
way, man.
Row.
Yeah, he doesn't. Bro, he only watches the Fed. That's all he watches, right? So the point of the matter is, right? Like this is good for them, right? Bryan finally had his moment. Now I will say this, Walter, before you give your thoughts on the match and stuff, right? People need to chill. People need to chill on the idea that this was better than WrestleMania 30. Y'all motherfucker need to pump the fucking brakes.
Hell?
Y'all motherfucker need to pump the fucking brakes. Walter, go on. Give your thoughts on the match and all that stuff.
Yeah, in terms of that, I mean, well, let's calm down a bit. WrestleMania 30, that was a monumental moment. He had to overcome the Authority. He had to beat two Hall of Famers in the main event, like two matches in one night, and then ending the show the way it did. It was a spectacular moment because this was the defining moment for Bryan. He was trying to overcome that obstacle. Here, he's established, and this is another obstacle. But I don't like to compare. I think this was unique in its own way. But in terms of the match itself, to me, it was match of the night for sure, as expected. Bryan Danielson, Swerve's great too. Swerve's title reign, it's one of those reigns where I think he did a good job. It
Yeah, of
wasn't a
course he
long reign,
did. He
but
did. He did a good
I think he
job,
I
bro.
think he did the best out of it. I'm very impressed. I'm glad and he resigned as he should get a better contract. Um, nothing but high praise. Yeah, rating like you said, ratings wise, tennis wise, not the best. He was the champ during that, but it's not all his fault either. So,
Yeah, I also got to remember too, like, bro, he beat Samoa Joe for the title. He beat Samoa Joe. He defended against Christian Cage, Will Ospreay. Even though Will volunteered to put him over, whatever that
either
means.
way, I know that
He
was
led his
unfortunate
team. He led
that
his
came out.
team to win Blood and Guts.
Right.
You got to main event Wembley, bro. Like, what else could you ask for?
Exactly that big win over Osprey. That had to be the most monumental win, definitely in his career, because we all thought he probably had no chance to win that. Once he won that, you're like, okay, doesn't really matter what happens after, because at least he's gonna matter in the long run. It's not he just hopefully he will not be an afterthought after just losing the title. He might win it back. Who knows? But it made sense for Danielson to win. It just did. I mean, as much as we love Swerve, it made sense for Bryan to finally win because he needed. I get he doesn't want to win the title. Screw that. You're about to semi-retire. Like you need to at least win the world title. You're like one of the best wrestlers or the best wrestler in the world. I won the damn gold, and he finally did. Made sense. Got to celebrate with his family, with kids, because he didn't really. I don't think he had kids during
No, he
30,
didn't
right?
have
So
30.
that's why I don't like to compare those moments
I
because
don't. But
this is like his family now.
exactly. But I will say this though. People need to understand this too, though. There's a difference between 30 and this. In WrestleMania 30, he was the real underdog.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how they built him. They built in life in general. He was there, the real fucking underdog. Right? That's how they built him as. Here, in this situation, in this climate that we're in now, Bryan is no longer the underdog. Bryan is now, he went into this already at the established name. People went into this match already knowing who Bryan Danielson was, then Swerve Strickland.
Yeah. The only thing is, oh no, keep going.
No, go on.
No, I'm saying the only difference I feel like is that while he wasn't necessarily an underdog, the obstacle was he can't win the big one in AEW. Like he hasn't won this AEW World Title. He's been there for 3 years and can't win this title. So even though yes, you could say it's underdogish, I just feel like it's like a whole different story. It's the only world title he didn't win in his career.
But now he did.
And his career was on the line. So that made it even more intriguing.
Yeah, it did. Now, where do we go from here? Well, time will tell. But I do think, obviously, Grand Slam is him and Darby. I think All Out, he takes the night off at All Out. You don't got to wrestle All Out.
So?
I mean, we'll see. But that was All Out. Overall, I'm going to give this show, I'm going to give it an A. What about you? I'm going to give it an A.
There's no way I can give it an A.
You know what? You're right. I'll give it a B. I'm going to give it a
No,
B.
what? You went from an A to a B?
I'll give it a B.
No, I'm not gonna go that far because you forgot about B plus, A minus. Come on, you're not even gonna give it those grades.
All right.
I'm gonna give it an A minus.
All right.
B plus, A minus, around that range.
I'm in that range. B plus, A
because I can't give it an A
for that finish
because the TBS title match was not it. Opener was okay. TNT title besides Sting was forgettable. The Casino Gauntlet finish was so I'm giving you the lowlights, but I feel like the highlights, at least the main matches that I was interested in, they surpassed expectations. Yes.
Yeah. So there's
that's why
that.
It's A minus.
But overall, listen, man, AEW got things going on. They're still going to continue doing shows outside of the U.S. stadium shows as well. They're running Wembley back in 2026. We mentioned this earlier. They are also running, what is it? Grand Slam in Australia on February 15th at 2025. From the Suncorp Stadium. Basically meaning, hey, you got about 5 a.m. if you're on the East Coast to watch this show. So there's that. All right. But that's going to be it for us, guys. Much love to all of you. We'll be back tomorrow for Raw Rundown. You guys can follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Point Network. All right. Follow me on X at Heel Steven. Walter, let them know where can they check you out, bro.
Follow me on X at Ham Walter.
That's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you all for watching. For myself, for Walter, for the gang, and this has been Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network. And for Tony Khan and for Triple H as well. All right, guys, we're out of here. Peace out. Much love.
Listen. Fuck up. Get out.